Well, I thought that was we shot the ball particularly well, which I thought was a nice sign for the team. There were some things that we probably need to shore up before we get to Vegas. Um, defensively, I thought their transition game got us a little bit where we didn't match down in transition. We had worked on that quite a bit ahead of the last few days. But overall, the third game in 6 days, I thought we were a little, I don't know, I would say our energy wasn't exactly where it needed to be. But we came through with it. The guys made some shots, made some plays, shared the ball at times, and we got some different guys scoring the ball, which was nice to see. And, I'm happy to be 3-0, but I'm not content. I think this team has a lot of runway left in it. I feel like these guys are committed to getting better and working hard. And this is going to be a fun team to ride with this year and see how far we can take things.
Derek, on a night when things are a little flat, the building's a little empty, 16 threes, is that the perfect way to kind of overcome that and fight your way through?
Listen, we create our own energy, whether it's in practice or the games or whatever we need to do playing on the road. So I think our guys have really found a way to just play. Like, UMass basketball, and when you start making a few threes, it becomes fun. I thought it was a fun second half for us. We never really got them in the first half turned over enough, or we didn't make enough shots to really get it going. But a couple of those threes, I thought our guys executed a couple of plays out of a timeout, which was good to see that we're capable of doing some of that stuff.
Dante.
You talked about maybe not having as much energy as you would hope, but you still win by more than 20 points. How do you look at that as a growing point for this team?
Well,
to win by that much without that.
We just didn't win the way maybe I would have liked to have seen it defensively. I didn't think we overwhelmed them with our press. I thought they got some. We're trying to get in our press, and they were throwing the ball at the sidelines and kind of get some easy baskets. So just some miscommunication, breakdown stuff, and then. Honestly, I thought we could have rebounded the ball a little bit better, especially from our big guys, our threes and fours, and even guys like Dante. I thought CJ was phenomenal on the glass. He's done that in practice. I just didn't know if he'd be able to carry it over to games. Now we have to get it to the point where every time he defensive rebounds, we get a good shot on the offensive end. A couple times he turned it over and he went the other way. He wasn't hitting the guys right on the fly at the exact perfect time, but I thought he was one of the more valuable guys for us tonight because of his defensive rebounding.
Dante, you said. Oh.
When you put Zach in, did you tell him? Did you tell him that sometimes you put a walk-in in the game, everybody's just trying to get a guy a shot. But given that you might need him in for numbers at some point, was there a different message on what you wanted to see out of him?
Well, I wanted to see him play hard. I mean, obviously the guys were working to try to get him a good look at the basket, but when you try to get him the shot, it turns to a turnover and a basket the other way. When you just play within the offense, he's practiced. He's one of the 10 guys in practice that competes and plays every day. And, the great thing is that he's improved a ton as the season's gone on. And I'm actually on him like we're going to need him because we very well may. We almost really needed him in this game tonight. And it was good to see him come through and to see the crowd and his teammates cheer for him.
Zach, was it different for you going into the game this year than it would have been going into the game last year because of that?
It felt a little different because, we were still up by a lot of points. So, obviously, it wasn't too much pressure, but it felt a little more real than last year, I think, because I was in there for a little bit longer. I could kind of get into the flow of the game a little bit.
Are you watching everybody's foul numbers? Is that something you have a feel for who has how many fouls because that might dictate what you might get in earlier?
I keep it in the back of my mind a little bit, but I just wait for an opportunity, really.
Was it good to get your feet wet tonight to be able to next time you go in, it's not the same nerves?
Definitely. It felt good to get in there, get that out of the way, get an opportunity. Felt good.
Dante, you said just the other day you thought you were pressing a little bit harder. Did it come a little easier to you tonight?
Yeah. I try not to force it this game, so I think it did come a little bit easier.
When you make a three to start the game and you see Jabari doing his thing and some shots are falling, is that contagious? Is that a contagious thing for you guys out there?
Yeah, it's definitely contagious because to see our senior guard playing as hard as he is, it's definitely contagious with everybody else.
Derek, was this closer to what you need to get out of Dante night in and night out?
Well, he's the one guy on our team I would tell to be over-aggressive. Some of the other guys I want to move it more, but I think he's capable of really being overly aggressive and try to attack the basket and make plays almost every time he touches it. So we're working on that happy medium. I thought his defensive effort wasn't where it needed to be at times tonight. He locked up on their leading scorer a little bit down the stretch, but I think he's capable of being a lockdown defender, kind of a deflection guy, a defensive rebounder, a guy that can put 20 up a night. So my expectation for him is probably way higher than he even realizes at this point, and I'm going to stay on him every single day until I get it.
Jabari, after Harvard, a bunch of you guys said this team's goal is to go 3-0 going into Las Vegas. How do you feel about the team, and are you guys happy with the 3 wins in such a short period of time?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with the 3 wins. Like Coach said, we still got some mistakes and stuff that we got to correct. When we play against better teams that we can't do. But like I said, we've been playing hard. Create our own energy tonight. Start off on the defensive end and we came up with a win.
Jabari, this is 3 games in a row. You've set a new career high scoring. How close are you kind of getting to your ceiling as a player?
I don't know. I'm just playing freely. Just being vocal. Just getting my teammates involved. Just trying to be a leader out there.
Is the 9 assists special to you too tonight that you were able to not only score but you got other guys' baskets?
Yeah, it's always special. I wish I had 10 assists, honestly, but yeah, I got the 9. Just getting my teammates involved. I know they can make plays also. So seeing 9 assists on the stat sheet is good.
Derek, even more than just the 9 assists, his assisted turnovers have been good so far this season. Is that key for you guys when you see that the kind of you're doubled up on assists to turnovers? To see that early in the season?
Yeah, we're at a pretty good spot with turnovers to assists. I think him kind of running the show and taking command has been good. It's nice to watch him start to mature in the player that I know he is. His confidence is very high, and now we'll see if he can continue to do what he's doing as the level of competition goes up some. Honestly, I was a little concerned coming in tonight. To see where our energy and teamwork was going to be. I saw them play on the one game they had played, which was against a team that then went and beat Wichita State, which always concerns me. But I thought we handled business. Didn't play our best game, but I thought we played good enough to win. And that level has to probably be raised coming up here in the next couple weeks.
Say you during the preseason you talked about how you weren't quite sure where the team was at, where they 3-0 heading into Vegas. Do you have a better idea of where this team is at and where they need to be over the next couple weeks?
I feel like where we can get to, but when you're playing 2 freshman big guys and they have to play major minutes, sometimes their game plan doesn't work out the way maybe you'd like it to. So I think we're going to have to keep an eye on those 2. But I do like where Zach Coleman's been. I think he's becoming a kind of a steadying force for us. I'm always going to rely on the Trey, Dante, Jabari crew to kind of make sure that they play. So I felt like we had a group of guys that are competing and playing hard, and now I got to get the next guy till we have a full complement of players that are playing at the level I need. Listen, go out there, play with everything you have, die for loose balls, compete at a high level, and I'm going to walk out of here happy every single night. When we don't do those things, then I'm not going to be real happy.
Having seen them for 3 games now, before a week ago, what has surprised you that you didn't know about this team?
I would say that kind of Seth Berger, Zach Coleman group, those guys kind of won us a couple games to a certain extent, the way that they competed and played. Their energy and their competitiveness I thought was contagious to this team. And then the reality is I think Jabari's playing at a level that we need him to play at all season. I always expected Dante and Trey to score the ball and give us that kind of stuff, but I really like the intangibles that Zach Coleman and Seth Berger are bringing, because that's paramount for this team. You don't need everybody to be the king or the ace. You need a couple of guys to be the 10s, the jacks, where you do the things that help you win. And I thought at times, over my career, we've missed that at times. A guy like a Seth Berger who will be tough and physical, doesn't care about scoring, and Zach Coleman who'll just rebound and play that way. So that's it.
Was that a practice of playing card references going to Vegas?
No, that was I think I got that from Cal back in the days. He talked about the king and the queen. If the king's running the floor and the queen's running the floor, who are you passing to? Well, the king. You're going to give it to the king so he can go make a play. And I don't know, I saw him last night, so I was thinking about that.
At one point, Rashawn picked up a foul and kind of walked off the court, and it seemed like you got on him a little bit. Is that just going to be one of those things that kind of has to learn and mature as
He's still a young, bigger guy. He's a young kid that's trying to, find his way, and I want him to not get down on himself, to realize he's going to be a really good player if he can continue to run off the floor, high five the coach, and things that you realize that things that you take for granted in years past that we, not just the head coach, but we have to continue to teach these guys, like you got to fall, run off the floor. I subbed you out. And, I think when him and Malik can get that and do those things, it'll help us. Because Rashawn gave us a huge boost against Harvard. I thought his energy was fantastic. And, tonight he got a little frustrated with the foul calls and things of that nature. So
tonight was kind of up to Malik to give you that boost. Can you talk about his work, 23 minutes, getting 6 rebounds, and sending a few back?
Yeah, he was okay. I thought he did some good stuff out there. Maybe after watching Caddy play for so many years, you expect them to erase everything and get every defensive rebound and do those things. So I'm being patient with him, but I did think he did some good stuff. You know, he clogged the paint a few times. He went above the rim and blocked a few shots. He got a couple rebounds. Now we'll see. You know, we got a couple 7-footers on Clemson that those guys will be able to bang with, and we'll see how physical they want to be and how tough they can be. And I'm actually anticipating. I'm excited to see those guys go to battle against some big bodies. We'll see how big Rashawn is down there.
Thank you, Coach.
So